Here is the next round of houses that we need to get done. I've actually got all 3 of these sold, and this blue in here, these people want to move in like 15 or 20 days, so we've got a little bit of work cut out for us. I'm going to dig the electrical services, or just, I guess you call them like the service approaches or something. I just got to dig out from the house 10 feet out for the electrician to put in his the sweep and the pipe and everything like that, and run it down, and then our electric company shows up and digs the rest of it in. So for this morning, I'm going to work on kind of the tan, the red, and the blue, dig that out and get those dug, and then Monday I'll be back here to run the sewer lines. We haven't done that yet. So, but it rained all day yesterday, so this place is a mud hole. But it's supposed to get to like 90 today and be windy, so hopefully it'll dry out fairly quick. But yeah, you can see there's still a lot of work and junk like that. And then I'm also going to come in here and start trying to clean. This was kind of our crap pile from the other 3 houses down there. So this end is just more concrete and just trash, and then there's a bunch of brush and junk like that I took out, and then that side of the pile is kind of some halfway decent fill and junk that I can use. But I got to get this cleaned up because the sewer riser is supposedly somewhere kind of in the middle of that junk, I believe, because there's a riser sticking up on this one. There is not one on the red house, so we'll just come out here. If I just dig straight out, because I think the sewer comes out from right underneath that double window. So we'll find a spot down here where we can tap and dig down to the main, which is about, I think it's 9 feet, 8 or 9 feet is what I dug here. And then this is more junk. It's, like I said, it's just kind of got let go over the summer. But here's all my retaining wall blocks, because I had to put retaining walls between those 3 houses. So I need to get these moved, because I don't know how well you can see, but that T-post down there is the riser, or where the riser's at, to this house. So I'm just going to kind of spend the day trying to clean this stuff up and get it ready. So like I said, the plumber will be over here early first thing Monday morning, so instead of wasting his time moving all this junk, I'll try to get all this kind of cleaned up and at least moved over. Some of these blocks will be going back, and then some of them I'll have to use. I got to put maybe a 2-block high wall between these 2 houses right here. And this wad of junk, oh, they may have picked it up. It was just full of boards and lumber. Yeah, they cleaned it all up. It was all the lumber that they left here that they used on the slabs of the houses and everything. So there was just boards and trash everywhere. But now it's kind of, I say it's cleaned up. I mean, there's still some junk. But that's not bad. I can load all that junk up and haul it to the dumpster. So but yeah, right in here is where that other wall, it'll set about the end of the dumpster and line up with that pole. I'll probably stop the wall just a little bit past the house. Like I said, I think there's 7 feet from that house to the back side of the wall, and from the front side of the wall over. So there's like 16 feet in here, but those blocks are a foot wide. So I'll have to go and kind of get that dug out. But yeah, enough rambling. This is kind of today's project, is trying to make this look like something. So we'll get in here and dig out these electrical approaches and And it's raining again, so it's pretty good. It hasn't rained for like 12 hours, so it's just what we need. Yeah, it looks like it'll be a pretty good load on the old truck here, so let's go dump this. day one and a half. I came out here a few hours at the beginning of the week in the loader and kind of cleaned up the pile and some of this back here and spread a little bit of that out. But I got all the concrete and junk and everything sifted out of this pile. Still got 2 big tree stumps, and I may just try to either cut that root off and load those in the dumpster when they get it emptied, or try to get them in my truck. But this stuff's not bad. It's got some base rock and some other rock mixed in with it, but I'm gonna kind of probably need it as backfill. And then that's just a wad of grass and junk like that I need to haul off from scraping all this out. So I know a lot of you are probably looking at this going, what the hell, this doesn't look any different or better than what it did. But it's controlled chaos, at least. Like I said, that's my kind of my backfill and filler junk right there. I had to get this scraped out because they're supposed to come do the locates for the sewer risers. I got some of that grass and junk scraped off I need to haul out, but then at each of the houses I got the electrical, I don't know, whichever you want to call them, approaches or whatever, for the electrician to come everything down there and stub out his sweep and his 10. We got to put a 10-foot piece of the conduit and everything out there for the power company to come and hook on. So that part's done. He'll be here Monday, and then I'll be back Monday with the plumber. We're gonna dig all these sewer lines and everything in. So they came and located the main. Yeah, it's hard to see. There's a bright green mark right there. Yeah, the grass was like 5 feet tall here, so you couldn't see anything. So I just scratched it out. There's supposed to be a riser somewhere in here. There's not a riser here, and then there's the one down there. I also found the cable TV, which I don't know if this one's, I know there's a bunch of junk that they abandoned in here after the tornado, but yeah, here's another part of it. But you can see, this is how deep this cable was. It's just barely under the grass. So, and see, like, we're way low up here on these backs. Is like I normally leave 6 inches, but then I kind of fudge up on these. I'll leave, there'll be a step on some of these porches, then it'll taper back down. But this is all pretty low, so I should be able to eat up a lot of that stuff and kind of get my grade kind of sloping out there what I need. But yeah, I guess that's enough rambling, and that's kind of what I got done. I mean, like I said, it's pretty slow work with the excavator and then me loading and hauling some junk off and everything. It took a little while, but to me, I can tell I got quite a bit done. Like I said, I got a lot of the junk that I couldn't use anywhere here hauled off. But we're also, I mean, we're gonna dig it all back up, because that sewer main down there's, if I remember right, it's like 8 or 9 feet, but there's also like 6 or 7 phone lines and stuff in there. And it could change when I get to these next 3, so we'll see. But yep, calling it a night now, and catch you guys